Hello there, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel, Life Architect. Today, we are discussing a topic that affects a lot of us, and I'm sure that you can relate. These times are really challenging, and a lot of us have the habit of catastrophizing or imagining the worst possible outcomes. Okay, so let me give you an example of how I used to catastrophize in my life. Okay, so when I was first building my coaching business, I was reaching out to a lot of people, I was offering a lot of discounts, I was even offering people free sessions. Basically, I was really in a space where I needed to work on my business to get it to where it is today. And it was also new for me because I was coming from show business. So I had a lot of confidence issues and stuff. So every little thing that used to happen, I used to catastrophize it. So for example, if a client called me, a potential client called me and said that, I would like a session with you. And then, I'm going to call you on so and so day. Okay, so let me give you an example of how I used to catastrophize in my life. So I moved from show business into this space of coaching, mentoring, therapy, NLP, yoga, mindfulness, etc. And I had a lot of confidence issues because I was like, how are people going to believe me, right? I was in show business for so long and now I'm completely like 360-degree turn. And so any little thing would set me off, right? So for example, when I was first building my business, I used to offer huge discounts. I would even do free sessions for people just to see what's working, what's not working as a learning curve for myself and also to help the other person. So for example, supposing you booked a call with me and said that Monday, 12 o'clock, I'm going to come to your office. Now, for some reason, if you didn't come, or if I didn't hear from you, on the morning of your appointment, I would start thinking, oh, she's never going to call. Oh, that person is never going to come to me because they found out that I was in show business. They don't like me. Somebody said something about me. Maybe they read something on the internet about me. Or maybe, my content is not appealing to them. Or maybe they don't have confidence in me. Now, a simple lack of a phone call, that was my trigger event. The person who said they were going to call me did not call. Could be for any reason, right? And so that was the event. And what did I do? I put 200 end results to that event, all ending with disaster. I took a simple event and I turned it into 200 negative scenarios without any cause, without any backstory, without any analysis, without any logic, without any patience, but it was steeped in fear. And I've written a book on fear, right? So I've dealt with a lot of people since then. I've worked with more than 1,000 people, 2,000 people one-on-one and more than 10, 15,000 people in cohorts. And yet as a coach, when I first started out, I used to catastrophize. Sometimes I do it today. But then I have my strategies for you, which we're going to dive into next. So hang on and here we go. Don't worry. We're also going to be diving into how to gain control over it using NLP and the power of reframing language. So let's jump right in. But before we do that, for those of you who are new here, please let me take a little bit of time to introduce myself to you. I'm Avrril Quadros, your life architect and coach, mentor and therapist, but most of all, your friend. And on this channel, I basically delve into creating a new blueprint for your life. And I use the protocols of NLP, Neurolinguistic Programming. I use ICF style coaching. I use mindfulness and meditation by allowing you to delve into your mind and regulating your emotions. I use the principles of positive psychology. I also use the ancient practice of Kundalini Yoga to align your energy and to show you how to harness it. And I'm certified in all these protocols. And on my channel here, Life Architect, we focus not on surviving but thriving. So are you ready to rewrite your new narrative and architect your life? Then you're in the right place. So let's build a life, you and I, a life of love, one brick at a time. Now, the first step to understanding catastrophizing is understanding it. What is catastrophizing? It's essentially a cognitive distortion where you magnify the consequences of an event, expecting disaster at every turn. Now, it's normal to think of worst case scenarios. Catastrophizing, however, steals your joy and creates undue stress. So, I'm going to start by now explaining with a few examples, and just keep an open mind and listen. Now, here's where the power of NLP comes in. And being an NLP level 1 trained coach, I have used this on myself in my projects with my mentors and with my clients. So what is the power of NLP? Now, Neurolinguistic Programming, or NLP for short, offers some excellent coping mechanisms and strategies to tackle catastrophizing. It focuses on our language patterns, on our behavior patterns that can shape our reality. So, let me explain how this works. Let's talk about reframing with NLP. In NLP, reframing is the process of altering the way that we perceive, interpret events, changing their meaning. So this is so powerful because once you change the meaning, the emotional impact of that event changes as well. The technique is as simple as asking yourself, what else could this mean? When you find yourself catastrophizing, ask that question. When you reframe and you get out of that normal way of thinking and you ask the question, what else could this mean? Those very words open up the vistas of your mind, breaks the boundaries of that default catastrophizing mode of thinking. This technique is just asking a simple question, giving yourself an alternative. So the next time you find that you're doing that, reframe it. Ask yourself a question. Okay, so I'm thinking in this particular way. I've already given it an end result. But what else could this also mean? Write down. Speak into a device. Get it off from your mind. Dump it externally, either on paper or, using your voice as audio. This will change your perspective and maybe you'll start seeing things that you never saw before. You'll reframe the way you're thinking. The next one is to introduce what if, those two words. Now, let's bring in the magical question of what if? What if everything works out for me? Imagine how life would feel instead of spiraling into worst case scenarios all the time. You just gave yourself permission to consider the best possible outcome. So, how about reframing using two words, what if? What if this is an opportunity for me? What if everything works out for me? What if that person actually likes me? What if this is actually not good for me? That's why it's not working out. What if the right person is waiting for me out there? What if I can start this business? Can you see what I'm doing? I'm opening up possibilities. I'm changing your mindset by asking these questions. You're changing your mindset from impossible to I'm possible, from a closed door to an open door. So again, the what if challenges even your expression of how you see things, your imagination. Are you ready for a practical example? Because after all, I am an action coach, right? And the only way that anybody can learn is to take action. So let's take action now. Okay, so I have a practical exercise for you. This is something so simple that you can do it as soon as you finish watching this video. Identify a recent event that triggered your habit of catastrophizing. Jot down your initial thoughts. Write. Because when you write your initial thoughts, so you get the trigger event, what led to you catastrophizing? So for example, you didn't get a promotion, okay? And then you catastrophized it and said, oh, I'm never going to get this promotion. I'm not good enough. It never works out for me. I mean, this is the end of the world. I mean, I'm stuck. Where am I going to go after this? Who is going to give me another job? Am I always going to be stuck at this? Can you see? Now reframe all of these statements using what if statements. So for example, what if this was not the right promotion for me? What if something better is waiting for me? What if there is a better opportunity in another company for me? So again, think about a failed relationship, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend dumps you. Again, write down everything that's coming to mind, okay? Or the trigger event is this person dumped you. Now write down everything that's coming to mind and then start with what if. What if this person was actually not the right person for me? What if there's something better for me? What if I can learn a lesson from this? What if the universe is trying to show me something that I need to change in the way I choose my partners? So try this, because there are huge benefits of reframing. The benefits are enormous. By simply switching the language you use and reframing the situation, you're not only able to alleviate anxiety, but you open up yourself to new possibilities. You shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from pessimism to optimism. So let's look at a few tools, and please again try these out. Take one that speaks to you, that calls you, try it out and drop a comment below and let me know. Number 1, understand the power of words. Let's not underestimate the incredible power of words. Mantras are also words in a certain sequence, right? Words are not just letters. They're conduits of emotion. They carry energy. They uplift or they destroy. They can empower or enslave. They are vibration. So look at the language you're using. You're discussing a profound change that can touch every aspect of your life. Words carry vibration. Remember that. Number 2, the dawn of abundance. Now let's flip that script. Close your eyes and imagine waking up and seeing the world as not a battlefield of limitations, but a playground of possibilities. Imagine operating from a paradigm where the question is not if you will succeed, but when you will succeed. That's what an abundance mindset looks like. A world is full of opportunity and love and creativity. And the more you live in this space, the more the universe will actually conspire to give you reasons to live in abundance. It's not wishful thinking. It's mind conditioning. And I show people how to do this. Number 3 is elevated performance. In your profession, the impact of this shifts in so many transformative ways. You'll find that tasks that you once thought were unachievable, insurmountable, difficult, they suddenly become manageable. Solutions appear out of thin air, as if they were there but you couldn't see them, because your previous mindset was not allowing you to see them. So please understand that this will allow you to tackle everything in your life, but also excel in the process. The next one is personal transformation. As a person on a personal front, imagine how rich your relationships will be when you swap insecurity for confidence, when you replace doubt with assurance, when you let go of fear to make space for love. Your optimism is going to act as like a light to draw people towards you, enriching your life in ways that you probably thought were impossible. The butterfly effect is also there, the butterfly effect of mindset shift. One shift, many ramifications. It's similar to the butterfly effect, right? A single change that can set off a chain reaction across all aspects of your life. It's like a butterfly flapping its wings can potentially cause a tornado halfway across the world, right? That is the butterfly effect. Imagine what altering one aspect of your mindset can do for your entire life: health, wealth, and relationships. Let's challenge ourselves to reframe our thoughts, shift our language. The transformation from scarcity to abundance is not just a pie-in-the-sky dream. It's a reality. I've done it, and I've shown thousands of my clients how to do it. So start today, because this simple shift is going to change your life. Before closing out this video, I would like to request you to please, if this video is serving you, if any of my content is serving you, then please consider sharing it, because it helps the algorithm get this video out to more people. Please just take 10 seconds to like this video and maybe drop a kind comment, and check out the offerings that I have, which are free, in the description. Check out the book that I've written on fear. You never know, gift it to somebody. It's the festive season coming up, and it definitely is going to be helpful for you. So in conclusion, I'm going to say our brains are trainable. We have neuroplasticity, and with constant practice, you can pivot from catastrophizing to cultivating a positive and fruitful mindset. So what is your what if going to be today? So I would like to ask you also, how has your progress been in 2023? Is this content helping you? Would you like to see certain videos towards the end of the year to talk about something that makes sense to you? Have you been able to go to the Somarka website and look at the Somarka magic wand? Because I honestly feel that it's going to be a game changer in every aspect of your life. If you missed that video, please watch the video right here and understand how a simple water coherent wand can bring miracles into your life. Don't forget to check that out, and also drop a kind comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. Stay true to being you, because you matter, you're special, and I'm the life architect, Avrril Quadros, from my heart to yours. Atma Namaste.